Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Crack J in English, the channel of Unacademy. And I'm Jeetendra Dixit. Here's my profile. So let me start with my introduction. I did my BTech from IIT Kanpur and I have been mentoring IIT-JEE aspirants for the last 11 years. Okay, let me check my sound in a minute. Yes, alright. Now it's working. Okay, so before we begin, let me tell you about the Unacademy subscription also. So as you know, Unacademy is India's largest online learning platform. Hello Raghav. And if you're preparing for IIT-JEE, then you can hello Jia. Actually, connect me or other. So I was trying to. Some key was not working. That's why I'm late for by 5 minutes. So plus, let me quickly finish this. So plus subscription, you get unlimited access on the platform. You get daily live classes of all the educators. You get access all live tests and quizzes will also be accessible to you, and all the courses are well structured. These are the subscription charges. You can subscribe for 1, 3, 6, 12 and 24 months. 12 and 24 months price, you can see 38,500 and 56,000 for 1 year, and you'll get 10% discount using this code JEET1. So use this code and you get 10% discount. All right. And this is iconic subscription in which you get all the benefits of plus, and apart from that, you get a personal coach who will guide you throughout your preparation for IIT-JEE and all top exams. Your test analysis will be done in a personalized manner. Your time management, personalized feedback will be given to you to improve your time management and exam approach, and a study planner will also be customized. All right. So these are the benefits of Iconic subscription, and this is the new price list for Iconic subscription. Now you can buy Iconic for 6 months also in 38,000, and similarly for 12 and 24 months 65,000 and 1 lakh respectively. And of course, you'll get 10% discount using the same code JEET1. Okay, use it. Now this is Unacademy's combat information. 6th December. This next combat is on 6th December. The most competitive and gamified IIT-JEE battle is here. So live event will be on 6th December. So you can enroll it for this event. And this is Unacademy's learning app. Yes, but you'll have to do it every time. That's the requirement of the company. All right, so this is Unacademy's learning app which you can download from Play Store. Okay, now let's begin. Okay. Plus पे no अभी no scene. That requires like how many students are using your code, something like that. Yeah. Anyways, so we were doing straight lines. Now today we'll do angle between these straight lines. First formula. Angle between these straight lines. Straight lines of slopes M1 and M2. So let me make the diagram. If two lines are having slopes M1 and M2, say this is having M1 and this is M2, that means this angle is theta2 and this angle is theta1 inclinations. Then you can see the angle between the lines. This angle is going to be theta2 minus theta1, and that is the angle between these two lines. So one of the angle will be acute and another will be obtuse. So if angle between the lines is, let's say, theta, then theta is equal to theta2 minus theta1, and this tan theta, if you take tan both sides, so this is tan of theta2 minus theta1, and that is tan theta2 minus tan theta1 divided by 1 plus tan theta2 tan theta1. Now you can put the values of tan theta. Tan theta means slopes M1 and M2. So it is M2 minus M1 upon 1 plus M1 M2. Now we put mod also. Why? Because we are finding the acute angle. Okay. Because if theta is angle between two lines, then 180 minus theta will also be the angle between same lines. One of the angle will be acute and another will be obtuse. So if this is a positive quantity, then you'll get acute angle. So if theta is acute, let's find always acute angle. And then if you need obtuse angle, then pi minus that, pi minus acute will be obtuse angle. So tan inverse of mod of m1 minus m2 for acute angle upon 1 plus m1 m2. This is the formula, all right? So we use this formula. And one more thing. If m1 is equal to m2, that means theta is equal to 0. Theta is equal to 0 and lines are called parallel lines. Lines will be parallel lines. So for parallel lines, slopes are equal. And if m1, m2 is equal to minus 1, that means tan theta, tan inverse of it will become, tan theta will not be defined because denominator is 0. And tan theta is not defined when theta is 90, okay? This means theta is equal to 90 degrees. And lines are called perpendicular lines. Lines are mutually perpendicular. Mutually perpendicular to each other. So these are the condition for parallel and perpendicular lines. So I hope this is clear, right? Now let me tell you about now suppose I'm giving you one question. Find the equation of a line. This is a very good question. It's not lengthy. Just find the equation of a line passing through 3, 4 and which is inclined at an angle of 45 degree with y minus x plus 2 is equal to 0. Try this question. By the way, can you tell me how many such lines are possible, first of all? Because in questions of straight lines or circles, generally more than one answers are possible. Hello, Arun. Can you tell me how many such lines are possible? You can answer it using the diagram. So this is the given line, and you need to find the lines from 3, 4 which are inclined at an angle of 45 degree. No, if I look at the diagram, then I can see there will be two lines. One is like this and other is like this. And these two lines will form isosceles triangle with this, because this angle is 45 degree and this angle is also 45 degree, right? No point constraint, there's no problem. You can see the diagram, right? You can always draw two lines. If point is not given, then there will be infinite lines. Are you getting the answer? Y-axis. Y is equal to 4. Okay, that is y is equal to 4. Yeah, horizontal line. Y is equal to 4 means horizontal line. So you guys are getting only one line now. GI or one of the answer is correct. What is the other line? What is the equation of the other line? See, okay. Let's assume the slope of this line to be m, okay? Then we can apply this formula, m1 minus m2. So m1 minus, what is the slope of this line? m1 is equal to 1. So m1 minus 1 upon 1 plus m mod is equal to tan 45 degree. So when you solve this, you remove mod, you'll get plus minus and two equations will be there. So you'll get two values of m, okay? So m minus 1 is equal to plus minus of 1 plus m. But now notice one thing, okay? I'm mentioning this point here and I'll repeat this point many a times, okay? Because this is a very important point. Whenever you get two equations of slopes, or maybe a quadratic in m, in this case it's not a quadratic, you're getting two linear equations. And in one of the linear equation, m gets cancelled both sides and you get 2 is equal to 3 or like 4 is equal to 5. That means it is not possible, okay? That means m does not exist, okay? And m does not exist, but line will exist. Okay? Because you can see in this equation, one of the equation is m minus 1 is equal to 1 plus m, and the other equation is m minus 1 is equal to minus 1 minus m, right? So in this you can see m is getting cancelled and you're getting 1 is equal to minus 1. So that is not possible. That means m is not defined. No m will satisfy. So in which line m is not defined? Yeah. So on a vertical line, so that this implies that it's a vertical line. Whenever m get cancelled, then it will be a vertical line. I'm repeating this thing. In future, when you will be making a quadratic in m, sometimes you'll make a quadratic in m, and you know that two lines are existing, and it's a quadratic in m. It should be a quadratic in m, but coefficient of m square becomes 0. That means m square gets cancelled, and it becomes linear. That means one of the m is not defined, or you can say is approaching to infinity. Okay. So in this case also, because m is getting cancelled, so that means one of the m is not defined, but line you can say is vertical, and vertical line ka equation you'll have to write. So yeah, from the second one you're getting m is equal to 0. So now you can see this line is actually a horizontal line, okay, like this. So m is equal to 0 for this, and this is a vertical line, and it was actually clear through the diagram also. See how, अगर थोड़ा diagram सही से बनाते हैं ना, so you could answer it easily. Actually, this is x-axis, and you can see this white line, the given line, is inclined at an angle of 45 degree with x-axis. Any line which is inclined at an angle of 45 degree with L will be either horizontal or vertical. So it was so simple, right? So equation of this equation of horizontal line passing through 3, 4 is y is equal to 4, and equation of vertical line passing through 3, 4 is x is equal to 3. Okay, so these are the lines. Got it? Got it, Gia? Okay. Now I'll give you another question. Find find the equation of line which passes through 0, 0 and equally inclined to 3x plus 4y is equal to 3 and 4x plus 3y is equal to, wait a minute, wait. Okay, let's take any point. 7. Doesn't matter. I'll tell you one important point related to this question later, but you guys first try it. Now, two equations are given, and we need to find an equation which is equally inclined to these two lines. Or this question can be framed in this way also. Find the equation of a line which makes isosceles triangle with these two given lines. Okay, because if I draw these two lines, and you need to find a line which passes through, how many such lines are possible, by the way, in this case? First, you guys answer this question. How many such lines are possible? Say this is 0, 0. 1. So now you can see the yes. One such line is possible which will make isosceles triangle, and the line which make isosceles triangle is actually equally inclined. Equally inclined means these two angles are equal, right? But is it the only possible line? See, there will be another line like this also, passing through the same point. It is vertical. It is perpendicular to the first line. See, this is line L1, required line, and this is line L2. Two lines are possible. See, these two angles will also be equal. So two lines are possible. Understood? That means you should get two values of m. And if you're not getting two values of m, getting only one value, like if it is not a quadratic, or maybe m square gets cancelled or something like that. If only one m is real, that means the other line is going to be vertical. If it happens, it's not necessary that in this question it will happen. But two lines are possible. That this is the first thing which you need to understand. Is this okay? Are you clear with this point? Two lines are possible, okay? Now find the slopes. So again, assume this the slope of this line is m1 is equal to minus 3 by 4, and slope of this line m2 is equal to minus 4 by 3. Let slope of required line. Just tell me the slopes. Then apply the formula. Angle between m1 and m. So m1 minus. Okay, yeah, let me tell you one more important point. Whenever a line is equally inclined to two given lines, see this L1 line, I have assumed the slope of this line, right? If I draw the L1 line here, passing through this point, okay? A line parallel to L1. Line parallel to L1. Then these two angles will be equal actually. See, these two angles. This slope is m1, this slope is m, and this slope is m2. Are you understanding this point? So diagram is like this. This is the given line of slope m1. This is another line of slope m2. And the line which is equally inclined will be parallel to their angle bisector. The line which is equally inclined will be parallel to their angle bisectors. You can see L1 is parallel to this white angle bisector I have made. So slope of this line is m, all right? Slope of this line is m. Hey, are you understanding this? So, first, are you understanding this? The line which is equally inclined to L1 and L2 will be parallel to their angle bisector. So I need slope, okay? So I can make this line anywhere. So I have made the diagram like this, okay? I need this M, which is equally inclined to these two, okay? Now remember, no need to put mod, because if you put mod, you'll get two relations, and two relations will give you two quadratics in M, and one of the quadratic will have real roots and the second quadratic will have imaginary roots always. Let me tell you why. See, in this case, we know that M is this line of slope M is always between between M1 and M2. So you can apply the formula in this order: M1 minus M upon 1 plus M1M. Okay, this will give you this tan of this angle is equal to M minus M2. Okay, in this order: M1 minus M, then M minus M2. Even if you take the wrong order of M1 and M2, suppose M2 is greater than M1, then also it is all right, because both will become negative. M1 minus M will be negative, and M minus M2 will also be negative. So this is the formula which you need to apply: M into M2. But if you put mod, then it will be plus minus here, right? Plus minus here, and it will be waste of time. Even if you take minus sign, you'll get a quadratic which will give you imaginary roots. So you can avoid wasting time by applying it in this particular way. Okay, in this particular way. M1 minus M, then M minus M2. Okay, diagram is like this. Remember that. Whenever you are finding the slope of angle bisector of two lines, then it should be done like this: M1 minus M and M minus M2. And no need to put plus minus. Just equate them, you'll get the right answer. Okay, so put the values. I hope I am clear now. Gia, are you understanding? So minus 3 by 4 minus M divided by 1 minus 3 by 4M is equal to, it will be minus 4 by 3 minus M. Oh, sorry, M minus 4 by 3. Because if you're not understanding, and if you take plus minus, like putting mod and removing mod will give you plus minus, then you'll get one more equation, and that equation is waste actually. It has imaginary roots. M minus minus 4 by 3 plus 4 by 3 it will be a quadratic. This will be a quadratic and it will give you two real values. Okay, so let me just simplify it. So simplify it, it will be minus 3 minus 4m divided by 4 minus m. 4 minus 3m is equal to 3m plus 4 upon 3 minus 4m. Okay, if you cross multiply, it is going to be 3 minus 4m. Okay, 3m minus 4. Okay, so it is going to be, if you take minus common, it is 4m plus 3, and this is 4m minus 3. Okay, this will be plus now, is equal to, it is 3m plus 4 and 4 minus 3m. All right, so it is 16m square minus 9 is equal to 16 minus 9m square. 16 minus 9m square. So I knew the answer from the beginning. I've just framed the question in front of you, and I knew only one thing, okay, conceptually. On the basis of that, I framed the question and I knew the answer, that slope is going to be plus minus 1. I'll tell you how. So 25m square is equal to 25. So m square is equal to, so you'll get m square is equal to 1. So m is equal to plus minus of 1. Okay. So these are the lines of slope. This is the line of slope 1 and this is the line of slope minus 1. That means one of the line is going to be y is equal to x and the other line is y is equal to minus x, because lines are passing through origin. Okay. Now see, what was the point because of which I was aware of the answer? Do you know that the line whose slopes are m and 1 upon m, the lines whose slopes, this is an important point because they gave a lot of questions based on this. The lines whose slopes are m and 1 upon m respectively, all right? Are equally inclined to y is equal to x and y is equal to minus x. See, this is y is equal to x line, angle bisector, okay? You are saying that slope of one of the line is m, okay? No, not with x's. Equally inclined to y is equal to x line. Equally inclined to x's, they will have plus minus 1 slope, okay? Plus minus 1. Slopes of lines which are equally inclined to x's are plus minus 1. Did I tell you this point in the previous lecture? Lines which are equally inclined to coordinate axis will have slope plus minus 1. I told you about the intercepts, equal intercepts, but equally inclined, I think I haven't told you, right? Okay. So actually, okay. So lines, first let's do that point. Lines which are equally, are you understanding the meaning of equally inclined? Okay. Say this is a line. If I'm saying that line which is equally inclined to this line L, that means line is going to be two lines which are equally inclined. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Two lines are given L1 and L2, and line which is equally inclined to these two lines. Okay. These two lines. It's like this. This angle and this angle. These two angles are equal. Theta, no? Or you can say it is going to be line L inclined to L1 and L2 is basically parallel to angle bisectors of L1 and L2. Are you understanding this point? Okay. Yeah, same angle. So it is going to be parallel to angle bisector. Line can be like this also. This L line can be like this or this also, right? Two slopes are possible. Okay, the second line which I have just made, this will be parallel to other bisector, this bisector. Okay, this is another angle bisector. The white line is, yeah, these are bisectors B1 and B2. So any line which are parallel, any line which is parallel to either B1 or B2. B1 and B2 क्या है? B1 and B2 are angle bisectors of L1 and L2. So any line which is parallel to B1 or B2 is going to be equally inclined to L1 and L2. Are you understanding this point? This is the final, this is the final statement. I'm repeating it. Any line which is parallel to angle bisectors of L1 and L2 will be equally inclined to L1 and L2. All right, that is the point. So lines which are equally inclined to coordinate axis. Now it is very simple. What will be the slope? We'll have slope is equal to, tell me the slopes of lines which are equally inclined to coordinate axis. So if they are equally inclined to coordinate axis, that means they are going to be parallel to angle bisectors of coordinate axis, right? So what are the angle bisectors of coordinate axis, right? These are the angle bisectors of slope 1 and slope -1. Yes. So any line which is of slope -1 or any line which is of slope +1 is going to be equally inclined to coordinate axis. All right, +-1. So now you guys got it, huh? Now let me tell you another point. Line which are equally inclined to, okay, lines whose slopes are m and 1 upon m, are equally inclined to y is equal to x and y is equal to -x. Y is equal to x and y is equal to -x. In the other way, I can say, I should say like this: lines whose slopes are m and -m, lines whose slopes are m and -m will have angle bisectors parallel to, will have angle bisectors of slopes 1 and -1. So if a slope of a line, let me reframe it, if slope of a line is 2 and the slope of other line is 1/2, I'll explain it later. First you understand this statement. Line whose slope is 2 and the other line whose slope is 1/2. So now you can see m1 m2 is 1. This means m1 m2 is equal to 1. So if m1 m2 is 1, that means their angle bisectors are going to be of slopes +-1. This is 1 and this is -1. And how did I say that? I'll explain this. Now listen to this. See, if slope of one of the line is m, see, this is the line. Slope of one of the line is m. M means tan theta, okay? And slope of other line is 1 upon m. 1 upon m means 1 upon is tan alpha. And tan alpha is nothing but what? This is 1 upon tan theta. You know, tan alpha is 1 upon m and m is tan theta. So in terms of, if I relate tan alpha and tan theta, then it is going to be tan alpha is equal to cot theta. That means alpha is equal to, if I write this theta is equal to 90 minus alpha, so 90 minus theta. Can I compare like this? Cot theta can be written as tan of 90 minus theta, right? So basically alpha is equal to 90 minus theta. So one of the line is making angle theta with x-axis and other is making 90 minus theta with x-axis. So you can see one is inclined at an angle of theta with x-axis and other is theta with y-axis, or 90 minus theta with x-axis. 90 minus theta, see, this is theta and this is 90 minus theta. That means this angle is theta. I don't know, are you guys understanding it or not? Okay. See, a if one of the line is making angle theta with x-axis and other line which is making angle theta with y-axis, then its angle with x-axis will be 90 minus theta. Okay. So see, the line which is making angle theta with y-axis is actually of slope cot theta, because you can see this angle is 90 minus theta, right? So tan 90 minus theta is cot theta. So its slope is cot theta and its slope is tan theta, right? So actually its slope is m and its slope is 1 upon m, okay? Now you can see कि these two lines are going to be equally inclined. This is the angle bisector जो बीच में से पास करेगा 45 डिग्री पे, है ना? You can see theta from y axis, theta from x axis, so it is going to be equally inclined with y is equal to x line, all right? So this was the point I was trying to explain. Okay, so now simply if we see that two lines are having slopes m and 1 upon m, then directly we can say, oh, their angle bisectors are going to be of slope 1 and minus 1. Simply we can say it directly. So in the previous question, if you see these two lines which are of slope minus 3 by 4 and minus 4 by 3, okay, we need a line which is equally inclined. So we know that we can immediately say that, oh, angle bisector of these two lines are going to be of slope 1 and minus 1. That means any line which is equally inclined to these two lines will be of slope either plus 1 or minus 1. So that means no need to solve it. We can directly take the slopes plus minus 1 and write the equations. So if we see any such question, that when we can directly write the answer. We can directly take the slopes plus minus 1. Are you understanding it? Okay. So always remember this point, okay? We know that m1, m2 is minus 1, lines are perpendicular. We know that m1 is equal to m2, lines are parallel. But if we know m1, m2 is equal to 1, then what will happen? Then these two lines will be equally inclined to y is equal to x and y is equal to minus x. All right. So this is another information which we need to remember. Okay. This is the point. Chalo, I hope now you guys have understood this. Huh? So the next point, so the next point is the distance of a point from a line. So shall I write the formula directly? See, this is a line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, and this is a point x1 comma y1 p, okay? And point obviously is not lying on the line, otherwise distance will be 0. So distance means perpendicular distance. We need d. So d is equal to perpendicular distance. Formula is, put this point in this equation. So it is ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by under root of a square plus b square. Okay, this is the distance formula. This is the distance formula, all right? So I'm writing this formula directly. You can prove it. You can prove it using the area of the triangle. Okay, you can write. If you want to write this distance, if you want to prove this formula, I'm telling you how to prove it. Okay, it's very easy to prove. You can write these intercepts a and b. Okay, after writing these intercepts, you can write the length AB, you know, and after writing this length, you can write the area of this triangle using height into base by 2. And another way of writing area is using that formula. If you know all three vertices, then formula is 1 by 2 x1 y2 minus y3, right? Using this formula, you can write the area again. So write the area 2 times. One using height into base by 2 and other using this formula, all right? And equate them. And after equating them, you'll get the height. Height means distance of this point from this line. Okay. So this is the way to prove it. It's simple. Let's just remember this formula, all right? क्या क्या प्रूव करेंगे सर, कभी कभी रिजल्ट्स पे भी भरोसा कर लेना चाहिए बड़े. No, actually the point is this, we are proving is not important, but the sometimes method is important. Method is very important, which we use to prove some formulae. And what happens in IIT-JEE, let me tell you this thing, because in IIT-JEE sometimes they go through the basics. They do not ask the distance like direct application of this formula, but the method might be useful for IIT-JEE question, for IIT advanced question. That's why we need to keep a check on this also. Okay, so I think you got the method right, how to prove this formula. Okay. Now see, one more point. Let me mention it here. If okay, line parallel and perpendicular to ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. If this line is given and we need to write a line which is parallel to this. So parallel line क्या हो जाएगी, देखो parallel line क्या होती है, parallel line parallel to 1. We take ax plus by will keep same. Okay, this part will remain same and just change the constant. Okay, this is a line which is parallel to line number 1. Is that okay? Whenever we need to take a line which is parallel to ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, we'll take ax plus by plus c1 is equal to 0. All right. And second is perpendicular. What is the perpendicular line? Perpendicular to 1. How do you choose perpendicular line to a given line? You interchange these two coefficients and put a negative sign in between. That is bx minus ay plus c2 is equal to 0. Or you can write x upon a minus y upon b. Just take the reciprocals of the coefficient and interchange the sign between x and y. Plus c2 is equal to 0. All right. So this is the way. Yeah, this is the way to take a perpendicular line. Yes. You guys know it, huh? So now I'm going to write the formula for distance between parallel lines. Okay, so just one more formula and then we'll continue with questions. So distance between ax plus by plus c1 is equal to 0 and ax plus by plus c2 is equal to 0. So these are two lines which are parallel to each other, and we need to find the distance of between these two lines. Yes, we write the distances of these two lines from origin and then we subtract those two distances. Distance of this line from origin and distance of this line from origin. Okay, so this is say d1 and this is d2. So distance between the lines d is equal to d2 minus d1 mod, and d2 minus d1 algebraically likhenge with sign. So d2 is c2 upon under root of a square plus b square minus c1 upon under root of a square plus b square. Okay, and mod, whole mod. Now the distances d2 and d1 can be positive or negative. Okay, because if one line is above right side of origin and the other line is left side of origin, then these two distances will have to add, right? So actually what will happen, because we are putting the algebraic values, so one of the value will be positive and other will be negative, so they will automatically get added. All right, when you subtract them they will get added. All right, so this is the formula. C2 minus c1 upon under root of a square plus b square. This is the formula for distance between parallel lines. All right, guys. I hope this formula is clear to everyone. Now shall we do questions? All right. See, can you tell me a line, equation of line which is mid parallel to ax plus by plus c1 is equal to 0 and ax plus by plus c2 is equal to 0. Line which is mid parallel. Mid parallel, are you understanding the meaning of mid parallel? If these are two lines given, the line which is equidistant from these two, and obviously always equidistant means parallel also. L1 and L2, these are two lines. These are two given lines, L1 and L2. We need a line which is mid parallel. बीच में से जा रही होगी एकदम, है ना? This is called mid parallel. All right, so how to write the equation of this line? Can you tell me? Of course, it is going to be ax plus by plus something, right? Because it is parallel to these two lines, so ax plus by is going to be same. Now, what is the constant for this? You are saying C1 minus C2. Gia, what's your answer? Yeah, Arun has written the right answer. This is C1 plus C2 by 2, okay? C1 plus C2 by 2. Because you can see, if you apply the distance formula, then C1 minus C1 plus C2 by 2 mod is same as C2 minus C1 plus C2 by 2, all right? This. You can simply solve it. C1 minus, you can take C and then you solve it, okay? C2 minus C. This must be equal, right? Upon under root of a square plus b square. That's what you are going to do, right? You take C and then solve it for C. A square plus b square, right? So if you solve it, then C1 minus C is equal to C2 minus C, or दूसरा क्या आएगा? दूसरा आएगा C minus C2 plus minus. So in this case, you are not going to get C1. And the other way, you are going to get C1 is C is equal to C1 plus C2 by 2. Are you understanding it if you solve this equation? I have done it roughly. I hope you are understanding it. Huh? Just take this line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 and apply this, equate these two distances, this and this, right? You'll get C. Okay, I'll write it properly. I'm just mentioning it so that you can remember it directly. C1, one equation will get C1 minus C is equal to C2 minus C, or the other will get C1 minus C is equal to C minus C2, all right? So from the second one, from the first one, you are not going to get the value of C, because C is cancelled and it is coming out to be C1 is equal to C2. So yes, that is not given. C1 and C2 are different. So the second one is C is equal to C1 plus C2 by 2. So directly you can use it, okay? And using it, you can write the formula. You can write the equation of line width parallel to the two given lines. All right. So I'm going to give you one question. Write the equation. Use this formula. Write the equation of line which is mid parallel to 2x plus y is equal to 5 and 2x plus y plus 3 is equal to 0. Now tell me the line. The answer is 2x plus y plus. I'm leaving this constant. Okay. Now you need to write the answer. What is the value of this constant? Write the one. Y is lag or y is some problem? Okay, okay. Wait a minute. Now is it okay? Now is it okay? Yeah, yeah, it's fine now. Two x plus y minus 1. Okay. Oh, the PPT is. Just a moment. Oh, I think that is gone. So what was the question? Question was 2x plus y is equal to what did I give you? 2x plus y is equal to 5, and the second one was 2x plus y plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, these were the lines, and we were supposed to find the line mid parallel. Yes, you guys have given the right answer. You just bring 5 to left hand side, and it is going to be minus 5 now. So this is minus 5. This minus 5 is equal to 0, and then you can take c1 plus c2 with sign. Okay, so answer is 2x plus y plus c1, so minus 5 plus 3 divided by 2. Okay, so this will give you the line which is mid parallel to two given lines. Okay, so you guys got the right answer, minus 1. Yes. Now another question is, find the equation of line. Find the equation of line which is parallel to 3x plus 4y plus 5 is equal to 0, and 2 units away from it, from the given line, which is parallel to this line and 2 units away from the given line. All right. So because it's a parallel line, so I'll write this part by myself, 3x plus 4y. You just need to find a constant. Fill this constant. Two answers, Raghav, two answers. What are you doing? You take this C and then apply this formula, C minus 5 divided by under root of 3 square plus 4 square mod. Okay, do not forget to put this mod. And always analyze your answer first, that you are going to get two equations. Why? Because one line will be the upper side of this given line and other will be on the lower side. So obviously there are two sides, so you'll get two lines, right? So the given distance is 2 units, so 2, and from this you'll get 3 minus 5 mod is equal to this 5 into 2 is 10. So you'll get C minus 5 is equal to plus minus of 10, right? And then you'll get C is equal to 15 as one line and C is equal to minus 5 as the other line, all right? Okay. Understood? All right. Now let me give you a very good question, okay? This is the last question. Find the equation of a line which passes through one comma 2 and oh, wait a minute. Has that happened? And cuts off an intercept of length cuts off an intercept of length 2 units between the lines uh, 3x plus 4y plus 5 is equal to 0 and 3x wait a minute, okay, 3x, wait a minute, this is 7, 3x plus 4y plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so read this question, see if it is clear. Question is clear. Shall I explain the question? Actually, intercept cut off between these two lines. थोड़ा मैंने उल्टा लिखा है, but that also it states the same meaning. I mean, this is a line which cuts off an intercept of length. So it is talking about this intercept. Okay. If line cuts off an intercept between a curve, that means suppose this is a curve, and line cuts off an intercept, that means this is the intercepted portion he is talking about, length of intercepted portion. So here the required line cuts off an intercept between these two lines. So if you consider these two lines as a curve, then this length is given to. This length is given to. Got it? Or you can understand like this: intercept, uh, length of intercept cut off between these two lines, between these two parallel lines, is given to. X plus y plus 1 is equal to 0, you are getting, huh? Okay, let's see. So that means you are getting slope is equal to minus 1, huh? Again, how many lines are possible, Raghav? Since the beginning you are doing the same mistake. In this case also there will be two lines possible. See, if I draw these two parallel lines, and 1 comma 2 can be anywhere, then there are two lines are possible from this point which will make equal intercept. See, one will be like this, another will be like this, symmetrically. If this length is 2, then this length will also be 2. So two different lines are possible, right? You just tell me the slopes, okay? Because once we have got the slopes, then we can write the equation easily. Point is already given. So it's just a formality to write the equation. You just need to find the slopes, okay? Y is equal to x plus 1 is one of them, okay? Slopes might be complicated because I have randomly framed this question. Might be irrational also, I think. That might be rational. See, we need to use this angle, okay? So this angle is theta. If you drop a perpendicular, let me tell you the solution. This perpendicular length, how much is this perpendicular length? This length is given 2. And what is this perpendicular length? You can apply the formula 7 minus 2 upon 5. So it is coming out to be 1. This length is 1. So using this triangle, you can write tan theta. Sin theta you can write directly. Sin theta is equal to actually 1 by 2. Oh, so theta is actually, no, yeah, theta is equal to how much? 30 degree. So tan theta you can write. Anyways, you need to write tan theta. Tan theta is what? 1 by root 3. So angle between this yellow line and the given lines is known now. Theta is 30 degree. So you can apply the formula of m1 minus m2, right? Slope of this line is given line is m is equal to minus 3 by 4. And then apply the formula m minus 3 by 4 divided by 1 minus 3 by 4 m whole mod is equal to 1 by root 3. Is equal to 1 by root 3, alright? Oh, okay. Yeah, it should be like this. Let's solve it. So it is 4m plus 3 divided by 4 minus 3m. थोड़ा सा irrational values हैं. Upon 1 upon root 3, okay, plus minus. So if you separate it, it is 4 root 3m plus 3 root 3 is equal to, it is 4 minus 3m. This is one of the equation, and the other equation will take with negative sign. So let's separate m in this. It is 4 root 3 plus 3 into m is equal to 4 minus 3 root 3. Okay, so you'll get the first value of m. So m is going to be, in this case, m is going to be 4 minus 3 root 3 divided by 4 root 3 plus 3. Okay, so slopes are important. This is one of the slope. And the other value, for other value, you need to take minus sign, right? So if you take minus sign, it is going to be 4 root 3 m plus 3 root 3 is equal to minus 4 plus 3m. You separate it, it is 4. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Did I do some mistake? Yeah. 3m was this 3m. Or root 3 plus. Rest calculation is okay, I think. Yeah, calculation is okay. So it is 4 root 3 minus 3 into m is equal to minus 4 minus 3 root 3. Right? Finally, m is going to be minus 4 minus 3 root 3 divided by no, tan नहीं हो जाएगा. That's a common mistake. This is not x-axis, okay? This theta is not with x-axis. Now, this tan 30 is not slope. Lines are like this. Are you getting confused with this? These are the parallel lines given, okay? Actually, parallel lines are like this. This is a common mistake. Generally, students do this in the beginning. See, these are the parallel lines given, and you are finding a line which is inclined at an angle of theta. Theta is 30 degree. So this is the angle you are getting, 30 degree. But x-axis is like this, okay? So if you draw x-axis, you can see this white line, the required line is not making 30 degree with x-axis, okay? This angle will be different. This is not 30 degree. Got it now? Okay, so this is the method to solve this question. All right. Okay, so you guys got it. So next class में continue करते हैं. In next class I'll tell you distance formula, distance form of line, and that's a very important form of straight line. Okay. All right, then take care. Okay. Okay, Arun, Raghav, Jia. See you tomorrow.